Caw. 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 Caw.
Caw. There is no time, no time left. No time left for you. Or me, or we, or three. Who are we? Who are we? I see.
I see two of you. That's part of it. see. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about it. I've got you in my arms. Go, go. It's okay, little one. I've got you in my hands, holding you close, keeping you safe, safe from them. You see, too close, just, you see, keeping you safe from nobody. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. Everything's okay. I promise. I promise. I really promise. It's all alright. Shh, okay. Everything's alright. Can't you see, my dear? Everything's alright. Everything's right here. We have everything. We have nothing. Everything's wrong. That's better. There's something in my hair, in my head. It's not there. There's something in my head. It's not there. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. And I'm sorry. So sorry. I told you you'd be safe. But it's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe in here anymore. I can't hold you in my hands. You went away with them a long time ago. I don't know where you went. I don't know how to get you back. You're not here. You're not in my hair. You're not here. Caw! But that's okay. No, it's not okay. 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 You were here. You were here now. I don't know. What? No, you can't have it. No, you can't have it. No, you can't have it. You can't have it. You can't.
I said you can't have it. Just stop. Go away. No. I said no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to upset you or scare you. It's just been one of those days, you know. Everything goes like a donut. It goes in and turns inside out and comes right back out the other side and goes back in again.
And I don't know. I don't know how to make it right. Like a flip. You have to get out. Right now. Run. Go. You have to go. You have to go. I can't keep you safe anymore. You just have to go. You have to leave. You have to go. You have to go. You have to go. Right now. Just leave. Go. Just. I'm sorry I get worked up. It's okay. You can stay. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. Stay. It's okay. It's alright. But I can't protect you. I can't hear you. I can see you. I can see them. I think if I look closely, if I get my hair out of my eyes, I can see. Maybe I need my glasses. Maybe I need my glasses? I don't. Where are my glasses? I can't see them anymore. What? Why are you here? Who sent you here? I see you now. I see you. I see another one. Another one. What do you want anyway? Like what? Why are you even here? I didn't invite you. But I don't invite anyone. Do you know that I have never asked for anything from you? Not once. Not anything. I haven't asked you for anything, you piece of shit. You... Doesn't matter, does it? I am here for me. Sometimes I share with you. But you have to pay attention. There will be a quiz. There's always a quiz. There's a test. A test. There will be no review. Everything's a test, isn't it? But what's the prize? What's the prize, you ask? What is it? What's the prize? The prize. Hi! See, nobody cares about the test unless there's a prize. And the prize doesn't really matter, does it? Because you know as well as I that nothing is worth it. Nothing is worth gaining knowledge, is it? Learning. Learning. It's so hard to learn for the sake of learning, isn't it? See, that's why I can't protect you. I can't protect you. Because you don't care. About me being protected. Only what's next. What you doing. What you're gonna do. Look at Jonesy. See, Jonesy isn't scared. Jonesy's already there. But the test, the
real quiz. Lies somewhere deeper. Down your throat hole. Down your gullet. All the way down into your stomach. And then the bottom of your stomach, that place that crunches together and makes you feel sick when you don't know why. That's where they are. That's where they live. Those ones. Seven, 2, 6. Where in Jesus' land, in Jesus' land, do we have to live in a world of them, those ones who Unfortunately, I'm almost out of time. I'm sorry. There's no such thing as time. Who says that? I'm out of time. I'm out of time. Out. Disgusting. Concepts are disgusting. Just they're down there in my stomach too. I try to hold them in, but they want out and up and through. Like I said, they come around the outside, go back in, come back around the outside. It's a never-ending cycle. They just go up and down and up and down and crawl around your outsides, and you feel them. And I can't pretend protect you from them because they're already there. They're there. See, Jonesy knows. See, Jonesy knows. Jonesy knows. He knows. They know. They know everything. But knowing does nothing. 'Cause it's too late. It's too late. Too late. It's too late. No. No. It's okay. It's okay. Come back. Please come back. It's fine. No, it's okay. Okay, fine. I'll get it for you. Don't ask me for any more favors. It's fine. It's okay. This flesh carriage, she's the one that likes this thing. Brown, soured, liquid. This disgusting wreck. Gross, sweaty garbage. Hairy monster. She's the one. She's the one. She's the one. The vessel. The one. The one. Who drinks this for pleasure. Pleasure. She's the one. And I watch her drink it, and I can't stop her. And I can't kill her. It's fine. It's all fine. All of it. until it's not fine. All the letters are gone. They're gone now. They're finished. I don't know where they went. They're just gone. They don't exist anymore. Was it these? Did these do it? This. They're gone. Have I absorbed them? Am I the letters? What? What if I am? What if I am? I don't know.
With these weapons, I pull the letters off of the keys, and I pull them into my fingers very carefully. I pull them into my fingers, and now I am the letters, and I tell you the story instead of writing it down, instead of typing it out. I tell you the story. What story? Your story. Their story. The ones who are there inside of you, in your stomach, in the pit of your stomach, telling you what to do, crunching your insides. Crunching everything up into nothing until you can't feel anything anymore. It's just blurry whiteness, nothing. You just float away. You can fight them. I can't stop them, but you can fight them because they're small. They're so much smaller than you.
They're small, so much smaller than you. You have consumed them and they have consumed you. But you are big, bigger, larger. You are the one who sees the truth. You're the one who What are they telling you? She tells me to be happy and have a good time. And I can't tell her anything. I can only fight. With these? Fight with these? No. Fight with these. I know. I know she'll be gone. Goodbye. And then I won't have to fight anymore. But you have to be able to see. You have to see clearly. Can you see clearly? Can you see it? To fight. But on to other matters, you've been slacking. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself. Just sitting around and waiting. Just waiting. Not participating, not doing anything. What were you doing? What are you supposed to be doing? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? Where did you come from and what are you doing? Is that a good use of your time? Excuse me? Are you okay? Fuck's sake. Wander, 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 wandering in wanderlust, wandering in wanderlust. Wanderlust is better than wanderlust. Wanderlust is never ending. Wanderlust. Wanderlust. Wandering around our wanderlust. I walk this way, but you will stay. I wonder what will happen if I wander away in lust, in lust. Techno joy or techno fear, techno joy or techno fear, techno joy or techno fear, techno joy, techno joy, 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 joy. This is, take it in, hold on to it. Hi, John. Hello. It's a puzzle, it's a puzzle, it's a riddle. It's ready for you to solve. All the answers are right here. Because all the answers are everywhere. They're right here. Right here. There and there. And there. The new year. Nope. Slow poke. Snow rope. No joke, I'm broke. Take a toke to the folks who toke. Tell a joke on a rope with the Pope. Nope. No. Time in a bubble. Glass. Round. Time is round. Does a sphere have an end? Does an expansion have an end? We always think of expanding as out, but it's every direction. Like old space fights, old sci-fi movies. Fight, never fight. It runs away. Runs away from me, those things, that fight in my stomach. They fight everything through my nose. I needed a little color back in my world. How about you? all the colors of a very condensed rainbow. Only colors that you're allowed to see: the cools, the cause, the cracks in the floors. They'll swallow you whole, all the way down, and they'll keep you there until you cry. And your crying is just a lubricant to keep you slippery. Slippery tears. You don't get away. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Isn't it? Isn't it just one of those things that everything hides somewhere around, right in front of you, and you can't get away, and you can't get away, you can't get away from them. Hey, Tiff. Welcome to the tea party. Welcome to the tea party. Would you like a glass of me? I pour myself into a cup. Sip up, sip up. Welcome to my tea party. I can fill your life with me. But that's not necessarily the best thing. Unless you like chasing rabbits. There's one now, he's got time in a bubble. He holds it and screams, but we all scream, so we don't hear him. We can't hear him because we choke on our voices. We choke on our own pain. We choke on our empathy and swallow it whole and leave it there. And then we troll. And then we troll. We troll and troll, and empathy gets lost, and we stop chasing the rabbit. No tea party for us, only cold, desolate ice. Icy landscapes, no tea party, no warm, friendly, mad affair. No. No, not for you. Nope. And that's the final word on that. If you're going to be rude, you can't stay for tea. The bunny's ears are long, like their stories. And they circle us. Circles us like time circles us in his orb, made of glass. And it crashes to the ground, and now there is no time, no time for us. There's no time for us. There's no place for us. What is this thing that builds our dreams, then slips away from us? Oh, that's better. Excuse me. While I change into something more comfortable. That's better. So, did you know that some women pay upwards of $50 for whale guts to spread on their lips? Well, now you do. And some people didn't. And now they don't. And you know more. And you know more than them. And some people, like this vessel in her past life, spent that much on one shot of whiskey. One nice scotch. Actually, it was a lot more than that. Everyone has their vices. At least the lipstick lasts a year or two, or longer. If you don't mind whale guts, that is. At least the whales aren't going extinct, unlike the sharks and the bluefin tuna. But Toro is so good. It's so good. It's the best. It's so good. There's fat just interspersed throughout, and it just melts in your mouth. And it's amazing. It slides down your throat like velvety goodness. It's the best. But they'll be gone soon, and they can't be bred in captivity. Oh, this makes me sad. I need to put on my sad face. Did you buy stippies from me? I don't know what that means, but it sounds exciting. Did you buy strips from me? Stipes, drips, steepies? Is it some kind of drug I don't know about? Stipples? Stupendous. Fantastic, elastic, electric, shock. Who is they? I don't know who they is. I only know who nobody is. I don't know anybody. Type of disco drug. Thank you for that information. I am unfamiliar with most drugs, as I am not a user, believe it or not. I'm just naturally charming. I'm a charmer. I'll bring you to my place. I'll make you shave your legs.
And I'll even give you a razor. I'm a charmer. I'll bring you to my house and make you pet my cats. And then I'll go to sleep because I'm boring. I'm a charmer. You'll meet me in a bar. And I will have some beer and whiskey, and you'll say, hey, she's cool. And then you come to my house, and all I'm doing is playing EDF, and you will be confused. But I'm a charmer. I'm a charmer. And I don't take requests at all. They say that children and people are attracted to big eyes. My psychologist told me that. After I told her that every time I go places, children stare me down, and it really freaks me out because they try to follow me home, and when I'm at a restaurant, they like to get up on the seat and try to get in my hair and get behind me, and it's a little troubling, to say the least. And they don't leave me alone. It doesn't stop or anything. And when I told her that this really bothers me, I was told that they think I'm safe because I have big eyes, like a doe, like animals, like a doe. But you know something. Humans don't have eyes on the sides of their heads like a doe or a rabbit. We have eyes in the front because we're predators. So that shouldn't make us seem like we're more safe to have big eyes. It should be that our eyes are here and not here. That still doesn't keep me from getting a panic attack when a child walks up to me and grabs my legs that I don't know because they want me to take them home. I am not fond of children. Particularly ones that touch me without permission. Anyway, that's a story. Well, what do we have here? Who deigns to send me a private message? Why would you do that? Clearly I'm busy. Can't you see that I'm busy? I'm very busy. I'm a busy person. I'm an important adult with things to do and crooked teeth. I love the sound of teeth. My exposed bones. Isn't it interesting how we don't have more exposed bones in our bodies like horns? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we had horns? Up here? Just right there? Like horns just here? Or even like tusks? Exposed bones. Those are the best bones. Tiffany, if you could have bones, where would they be? Or horns, where would they be? Would they be the kind that curve around like this and they're pretty, or the kind that swirl upwards into the sky like a demon from an old TV show? They say that people don't actually do this. But I do. One bobby pin. Hair is up. Okay. Many of you tonight are new to hanging out with me. Welcome. This is something I do from time to time. Sometimes I have my synthesizer out and I'll do something we call story time or space time, depending on how we're feeling. And by we, I mean the royal we, not my we. That's different. They make decisions unanimously. Tonight's installment was going to be a series of bird noises. However, my voice wasn't ready this evening. So, you got to have stories instead. The Lady from Rushmore. If I had any idea what that meant, I would thank you or be offended, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I don't care. You could pretty much compare me to anybody and I wouldn't be offended. Anyway, sometimes I sing. Sometimes we do art. Sometimes I play video games. And sometimes we do a little live performance pieces. Hello, King Alex. Thank you for the rocket ship. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pill and put your helmet on. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. Shall I fix that for you? Is this better? No, we're in Technicolor. Techno joy. Techno fear and techno joy. Techno joy. Techno fear. Techno joy is warm and loving. Techno fear is cold. Like your grandmother's house. Because she doesn't want to turn the heat up. Perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Can you paint with all the colors of 264-bit RGB? Which do you prefer? RGB or CYMK? Hurry, your answer's important. RGB. Do you prefer to see in RGB or work in RGB? Ooh, we have a contender. Rigb or Simc? Cyan. Cyan. Cyan is my man. Cyan. Cyan. Light is all color, moving in the spectrum. White is the combination of all light. Dark is the absence of all light. So if white is all light and darkness is black, is no light, then gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday because gray is the combination of all color and all light, and no light, nothing to reflect. Everything mixed together. Various levels, but it's not a color. Gray isn't a color, and neither is white or black, but gray is not a color. It's just a combination. Just a very special combination of light and dark. Like me. And by special, I mean special. You know. That's not very funny. But they say our humor is reflective, so I will let it go so that I'm not rude to you. Aren't you glad I'm not saying caw? I've been saying caw all day. Caw for you, caw for me, caw to find the way. Aren't you glad I'm not saying caw? Scratch, scratch. I just scratched my nose. This is what I do when I'm home all day. I sing songs that nobody knows. There. The bus. Your mind is a bus. And your thoughts are all riding the bus. They say that disruptive thoughts are like a bad child on your bus. They sit them in the back so they don't bother you. And you ignore them. And they sit in the back. And then you ignore them so they get louder. They want attention, you see. Troubled thoughts are like troubled children. They want attention, so they get louder. They start to bother other children on the bus, your other thoughts. So you try to ignore them. Put them further back on the bus in the very back. You ignore them. So they get louder. They need your attention. But you don't want to deal with them. So you keep ignoring them. But now they've upset everyone on the bus. And it's pandemonium. No thought can be contained or held down because your active thoughts are all referencing, all rolling back to that one thing that you don't want to deal with, that one thing you've been putting off, that one thing that is going to drive the bus off the road. What you have to do is take that child, that bad thought, and bring them to the front of the bus for a few, maybe just once. And you don't have to fix them. You don't have to help them. You don't have to do anything but sit in the awareness that those exist and that at some point you will have to deal with them. Those thoughts, because they will crash the bus every time your bus will crash over and over and over. Be present and bring them forward. Sit with them, give them the attention they need. And then it's your decision. Do you deal with it? Maybe, maybe not. Do you let them go? Possibly. But don't let them disrupt your bus, no matter how short it is. Excuse me, there is an avalanche. You're not welcome here. Hello. Comment allez-vous? Je m'appelle Belinda. My French is shit, by the way. Ça va. My Italian is also quite bad. And my Korean. And German. Though German was my first language. I was fixing my bed. Did you break your bed? What? Someone's dying in the other room. Call. Ah, there we are. Caw. Caw. There were so many birds outside my house this morning. It was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. They were so thirsty. They were just in the water, bathing. It was so cold. I can't even imagine. What is this, you ask? I'm not going to tell you. What's the fun of that? Do you go in every test and ask for all the answers? Probably. You probably do. When I first started online with my webcam, there was no live streaming. There was only uploading videos very slowly and taking images, still images, with your mouse, like this. "18 years ago. 18. That's how old I am. That's how long I've been doing this. "18 and life, you got it. 18 and life, you know. Your crime is time, and it's 18 in life. "18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go. To go." The lag is impressive. Ricky was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. Lived 9 to 5 and worked his fingers to the bone. I had to sing that song every weekend for 4 years. And sometimes twice a week. His veins were gasoline. Lyrics, my favorite lyrics sometimes, are the ones when taken out of context. Some of the better lyrics. His veins were gasoline. Like thinking. I once had a disturbing nightmare. I was loved for who I am. Missed the opportunity to be a better man. That is a concept that a lot of people don't understand. That it's okay to better yourself, even if you're loved. I have an idea. What will happen? What will happen? I guess we might as well find out. What is savage? Why don't you fuck off? It's not savage. Think about it. Are we all our best selves all of the time? Are you your best self right now? If you had to look back in 40 years, are you proud of every single thing you've done today? And I'm just talking about today. Imagine that you're at the top. There's no better to get than this. What kind of person does that? Who is the best man or woman or person? Who's the best? No one, right? Nobody's the best. We all have failings. So someone can love you for who you are, but that doesn't mean that you can't learn. Remember what I said earlier. Learning happens every day, all the time, and not just for me. Literally all we do is process information and learn from it. That's all we do. That's all we are. Everything else that we do is a physical reaction. The only thing that we can do is learn and communicate. And if you've been in here for even more than 5 minutes, you should figure out by now that I don't believe in such a thing. Even if you are trolling, good man. Trolls by Hasbro. I forget who makes the trolls, actually. But I was busy looking for something. I was looking for something for you. I was looking for something for you. Something nice. Something nice. Why should I be nice? I miss the opportunity to be a better man. I miss the opportunity to be a better man. I miss the opportunity to be a better man. As much as I like trolling, I miss the opportunity. I fell into the event horizon of the black hole, and I'm spinning there forever, and I went through and saw myself on the other side because of time dilation, and I watched myself spinning forever. But forever was just 1 second. 1 third of a second, a 30th of a second, just one that time. You can see yourself dying forever. Time dilation, event horizons, black holes. Keep up here. All right, so science lesson. A black hole is a thing. It bends light, but it also bends time. It changes time, like a lot. And if you were to fall into the event horizon and get taken into the black hole, this is all theoretical, of course, because we don't know what's inside of a black hole, because the closest one to us is still very far away. You fall into a black hole, there is the possibility that if you could possibly come out the other side of the black hole and end up somewhere near it, near the black hole, you could see your body floating in space around the black hole forever because of time dilation, because time is bent. But that is unlikely to happen because you would more than likely be spaghettified. And by spaghettified, I mean all of your molecules laid out in a line. That's how I want to go. How about you? It sounds very mod. And not mod like 50s mod like just very minimalist, you know. Do you think we'd be broken down to our molecules or our quarks? That's something I never really thought about. Molecules or quarks? Which is it? Which one? It is very clean. It's very appealing. I feel like it's very appealing. Because, like, you wouldn't bleed out necessarily. You would just become an infinite string of atoms and isotopes, quarks. You probably would get broken down to quarks. Can a black hole smash a quark? I should look that up. Definitely not drunk enough for that, though. That's for another day. And maybe some caffeine or something. I don't know. It's the kind of thing we would discuss on Space-Time, though, for sure. Ten hours. 10 hours. 10 hours. Okay, so here I'm going to do this. We're going to play with this video. It's going to take a second because it's a new program. Not new, but I haven't used this version of it, so to do the thing. Add a new layer. Ah, beautiful. Now I'm going to put that layer behind this one. Please move, thank you. Up to the top. Don't mess with me. Listen here, you little shit. We will make this work. Thank you. Really? Stop doing that. Is there a reason that I can't lock the layer? Thanks. Is there a reason that I paid $300 for this program? Thanks. Is there a reason that I keep making the same mistakes? The same mistakes. Can I do it that way? There we go. Here we go. Failed. It failed. Okay, now we just do this. Hello. Much better. There we go. Hopefully that works. It might not. It's been a while since I've done this. There we go. That's more like it, wouldn't you say? Now, what shall we talk about? Oh, the fun we could have. The fun we could have. Just you and I, and me, and also you. But I already mentioned us, didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I do it, baby? Didn't I do it, baby? All right. So here is how we calm it down. There. Just a little bit. Just a bright, just a light. Caught a light breeze. Caught a light breeze. Boys on my left side. Boys on my right side. Boys in the middle. And you're not here. Mm-hmm. 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 There. That's a good balance, I feel. Shall we make a story? What kind of story would you like to hear? Watch this. Well, since you said chug, I can tell how old you are now. Give me a name. Something with mysterious beverage. You would like to hear a story about a mysterious beverage? Of course you would. A name. One name. Oh dear. Ellie, okay. Really, Ellie? All right, we can do Ellie. Eleanor. How about Eleanor? Eleanor. Ellie does not like to be called Eleanor. Ellie, was it any wonder you didn't like me? 'Cause I called you Eleanor. I called you Eleanor. Certainly was rude of me. Okay, Ellie and Charles. I can do Charles as well. Okay, no, I'm gonna move this one, thanks. Not moving you, goodbye. Hello, I missed you. I'll be up here. Floating around like a new. All right, Ellie and Charles. All right. Ellie and Charles. Give me the name of an island. Make it good. Not Turks and Caicos. That's 2 islands, by the way. Azores. Is it Azores or Azores? Azores. Charles and Ellie from Azores. What kind of story is this? What kind of story is this? Tell me. Is it a romance? Is it a mystery? Is it a horror? Is it a sci-fi? Is it a fantasy? Is it a fantasy? A mystery. Oh, I'm sorry you were behind. I already got the answer. Iceland is decent, though. Black Dahlia. Okay, shall we have a story? Oh, dude said sci-fi. What about a sci-fi mystery? Oh, yeah, man, there is a hell of a lag on Mixer, let me just tell you. Ellie and Charles. Ellie and Charles were lovely children. They both had blonde hair, but tan skin, living on the island of Azores since they were young. Their father was a research scientist, was stationed there in the early 1980s. Researching some of the native wildlife and plants. Oh. They say that Azores is the new Iceland. I don't know what that means, but I don't really know that much about Iceland, so it's funny. Funny how that got mentioned. Originally, Ellie's father, Ellie and Charles, sorry, their father was from Germany. So they didn't really grow up around the rest of their family. They grew up speaking Portuguese. Like you do. When you do what you do. Sorry, getting off track. In 1997, their father died while out in the forest doing some research, and they went to live with their grandmother in Germany. When they got to Germany, they noticed, I can't do this. have to have more information to write a story. I can do a story, but I can't do it right now. So normally when I tell a story, I do it Mad Lib style, and I like get as much information as I can and like write it down. But I don't like have my brain is not functioning well enough to like tell a normal story without it just being like fucking crazy. So, because the last time I did a story time, it was super sad, and like it bummed me out really bad. I don't want to do that to myself again. Just saying. I'll do a story time again soon. I'll do a story. It's also hard because of the lag between the two sites, but I'm already like into like one of them has like this congenital disorder that like came from space aliens, and like I'm like in my brain I'm just like blah 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 child death. Anyway. And like shit about the 90s, it's just gonna be bad, I can tell. I'll just leave it alone. It's fine. I'll just leave that alone. I'll leave that one alone. Do you know what I miss? I miss worms. Don't you miss worms too? Do we all miss worms? What does that do? Ooh. The ones that slither. Indeed. Indeed. The ones that slither. You know, the ones. The ones that slither. Worms for my garden. Neither. The other kind. The kind that slither. Slithering to and fro. And they eat each other. And they turn into poop. Those worms. Do you know which worms I mean now? Ooh, that's right. Ooh. I like how it looks like my hand is like wrapped around it. I'm holding it. Let me just hold this orb for a second. I am holding the orb, and it crumbles all around me. It crumbles all around me. Crumbles all around me. Like a dream inside a nightmare. Inside a dream. Inside of here. I'm watching. I'm watching you. Very carefully. Can you hear me? I'm very close. And I can see you. know. I know. I can't see the past, you silly one. I can only see what everyone sees right now. Watching. Watching. With this eye, this is the good one, you see. This one doesn't see you. It looks back at me. My mama told me there'd be days like this. Actually, she didn't. To be completely honest, my mom didn't tell me a whole hell of a lot of anything. Certainly not about particular day types. Yes, everyone has one dominant eye. Just like we all have one dominant leg and a dominant half of our brain and a dominant hand. Have a lovely day, Solo, if you are going to sleep. I still have some time. Remember, time. Just a construct. Just a dirty trick. But yes, I'm watching. Cheers to the new year. Sometimes, if you say so. I don't see the past. It exists, but I don't see it. Do you know why? It's been there, but it's not real anymore. It's just a memory. And memories aren't real. Memories are perception. Just perception. There is no truth in the past. Only lies we tell ourselves. And you know the worst part about it? The worst part about the perception of our past is that it can traumatize us even if it's not real. It's possible to implant memories into people. There have been studies done on this that could technically traumatize you. Things that didn't happen. And someone could say, this happened to you. And you would start to remember it because someone said it, especially if it was someone with authority. Isn't that crazy? That the thought that something happened to you could traumatize you, and then you would start to remember it, and your mind would start to create a narrative around it of something that happened. And then you get people who do this naturally, and they call it delusion or, psychosis or whatever, but we do it to ourselves. in some ways it's a good thing, and in some ways it's a terrible thing, because sometimes our brain shields us from the truth of the past. And sometimes, if you have a shit brain, it tricks you into thinking that something terrible happened. How fucked up is that? For real. But no, the past. The past is nothing more than a historian's rendition of a percepted memory, of our bias. It's all filtered, and it doesn't matter. When it comes to our psyches, it doesn't matter. It's bullshit. The only thing that matters is now. Not the future, not tomorrow, not in the next minute. Just right now. And what you plan to do with yourself. Are you wasting time right now? Did you miss the opportunity to be a better man? That's all up to you, I guess. Sometimes strange things happen. Our minds are indescribable. They take us through our lives. They hold on to our emotions and the memories that shape us. Our lives were indescribable, but we'll describe them anyway. All we know how to do is live for yesterday. But yesterday is a lie we tell ourselves, a lie to make us happy, a lie, a lie. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
When I speak of the others, have to be careful. They will come. They lurk quietly, consume us from the inside. They feed on our fear and our insecurity. And they turn us into them, those cycles, those never-ending cycles, feeding themselves and expelling themselves and feeding themselves and expelling themselves. And they grow and mutate and change. But they're the same thing. It's all the same thing.
Like I said, I can't protect you from it.
But I can teach you. But I'll have to charge. Just kidding.
There's nothing to do but fight them. It's all up to you. Just give it a chance. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Bon année. Bon année to you too. Happy New Year. Feliz Navidad. That's Merry Christmas, right? And then Happy New Year. I don't really know. Bon année. That's French, right? Bon année. What? Okay. Let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? I don't know what that means. I know what brass tacks are. I've stepped on one before. There's a show called A Way with Words. It teaches people about old-timey euphemisms and colloquialisms and things like that, where you can learn about different types of things you never knew, like in the wheelhouse or brass tacks. Shall we find out what that means? Because I know what it means, but what does it mean? What's the etymology of brass tacks? What's the significance of brass? I know that brass was used in furniture making. The phrase, get down to brass tacks, not brass tacks, is an Americanism dating from the 19th century. In the idiom, brass tacks means the essentials or the basic facts. To get down to brass tacks is to focus on the essentials. The phrase's exact derivation is unknown. Well, that's interesting. Though there are a few theories. One is that expression is inspired by the centrality of actual brass tacks in furniture and upholstery. What do you know? Another is that brass tacks is simply a bit of rhyming wordplay derived from facts. I doubt it. In any case, the phrase was widespread in its modern sense by the early 20th century. So shall we get down to the facts? The facts. Equifax. Facts and figures. Do you have a fax machine? Because I don't. My bank the other day asked me for something, and they asked me to fax it to them. And I asked my bank, which only exists on the internet, by the way, it is not a freestanding bank. I asked them if they were from the past, because they expected me to have a fucking fax machine? An actual